Hi, everybody. I think I still have makeup on from last night, which is very fun and not at all embarrassing. My makeup wipes usually work a lot better than that, so I'm kind of reeling a little bit from that happening. I was trying to adjust my light, but my little thing is like buried under my blanket. So, it's very bright and I'm very not awake. Honestly, I think that because I get up right before my stream starts, that's probably not great for me. Because I think I end up very sleepy and not fully awake and not able to face the day, as it were. So, so last night oh, I don't know what I did. Last night we cosplayed as Raven, and we started Pokemon Scarlet for the first time, which was a lot of fun. And this morning, we are going to be hopefully continuing the villager hunt that we technically started last week. But in case somebody moved in, hello. In case somebody managed to move in with all of our time travel shenanigans, um, we are possibly going to have to time travel and kick somebody out and then go on the actual villager hunt. So I might have to change the name to the fourth ever villager hunt if it messes up. So we'll know here in just a second. But if it's messed up, Isabelle will pop up. Because we've already done today. If she doesn't pop up, then we still have a chance. So the Switch is trying to decide what our fate will be. It's very upsetting. Okay, so we can still do our third ever villager hunt. Excellent. We do have some mail from our people. They're saying weird stuff like, what'd you have for dinner last night? We do have quite a few tickets that we got donated to us at the end of the last stream, which is really cool. We're gonna put this mossy garden rock recipe away. And we're gonna jump right into it. We actually technically started this villager hunt last week. We were not successful. Now that it's working, I'm gonna put my goals back up. So we are looking for either the orange cat here or the cheese mouse above her. Those are our two goals. So we didn't have any luck last time, and we went through about 45 tickets. Plus we had bought another, no, I think it was 45 total. So we tried 45 separate times to find one of those two, and we were unsuccessful. So y'all will have to forgive me. I am still drinking my coffee for this morning. And I am having just a heck of a time waking up. I went to bed super late after last night's stream. I didn't mean to, but I was up watching TV and, carrying on in general. So, it's a lesson in responsible sleep patterns. I don't know. Alright, so do we want to take bets on who's going to pop up first, the cheese mouse or the orange cat? That's a hippo. Right color, wrong species. That was our motto last week too. We kept seeing a bunch of yellow and orange creatures, but none of them were the ones we wanted. So, which is a shame. Oh, excuse me. That was a big yawn. I apologize. The little pom-pom head. I'm doing this one-handed now. I'm holding them both in my hand and going through this. I'm failing at this one-handed. In case y'all thought I was a pro gamer, being able to do this with one hand, I immediately failed. We got pretty good at skipping through all that dialogue and getting to the point where we just move right along last week, but we'll see how long those skills take to come back. Probably a while, honestly. So. What's everybody up to today? Like, it's a pretty chill Sunday for me so far. Mind you, I've only been awake for like 10 minutes, but still. I hope everybody is having a good morning so far. Aw, Marina. She's very cute, but she is not food themed. You require assistance. Yeah, I want to go home. Wilbur, we've been Groundhog Daying this day for a while. Would you please? Would you kindly give me the creatures I need? I did take away our background because the colors were getting obnoxious to me and I still need to redo that whole thing. But unfortunately it also got rid of my little logo that I like in the bottom. So I'll have to fix that. Where did I want to go? I want to use a Nook Miles ticket. All packed. Time for takeoff. This part's going to get a little samey very, very fast. So, I think my least favorite part about villager hunting is the fact that you have to go through multiple windows just to use a Nook Miles ticket. I think it would be a lot better had Nintendo updated it to where you could use a Nook Miles ticket just from the get-go. So, it would make villager hunting a lot easier, for sure. Coffee has lost all of its cinnamon flavor. They put too much creamer in it. It's still good, mind you. Kind of tastes like warm vanilla ice cream. But, yeah. Right color, wrong species. Again. Tisk tisk. Wilbur, please. It's like he knows that we're going after a yellow-orangish villager. So he finds one that's similar. He just lands us there. It's very unkind of you, Wilbur. I'm usually a lot chattier, but I'm still waking up, so... Let's go! Not me yawning all over my Joy-Con. It's very silly. Very, very silly. It seems like the lights on my headphones are working today. They're not as colorful as I thought they were going to be, but they are working. That's cool. Oh, it's a blue mouse. Right species, wrong color. That's a new one. I'm ready to go home. Sadly, Wilbur, we are sure. We are very, very sure. My foot got tangled in my blanket arrangement here. Just lean off stream. And then I have a leg. Gasp. Shock and awe. A leg. How could I? Streamers don't have legs. I want to fly. I do, in fact. Use it and go. Time for takeoff. I thought about starting today's stream a little later, but honestly, because we've got such a monumentous task ahead of us that took 3 hours last time. Well, almost 4 hours. And, well, I shouldn't say that. The very first time we did a villager hunt, it took us about probably 7 hours total. We're looking for the ones above my head. We're looking for the cheese mouse and the orange cat. Either or will be fine. Yes, that's why we put them here. We've already found these two. So, funnily enough, when we found this top right one here, Zucker, old takoyaki octopus, it actually took us forever. We went to so many islands, it took so much time, and I couldn't tell what this was. And it was just a whole day out of it. We actually had to break the session up into 2 different streams because we just had to take a break in between. And then with Meringue, this little rhino right here, we actually, the second island that we picked, it worked. So it was like 15 minutes in comparison. So it's pretty interesting to see how long it can take with these versus how long it actually takes. So this one, we technically started this hunt last week. It was about 3.5, 4 hours, I think, that we searched. Because we did a bunch of stuff on the island first, and then we started our villager hunt. So the actual search itself probably took about 2 hours-ish. Maybe a little less. And then we kind of tricked our Switch into staying on the exact same date. Because we had done a little time traveling trying to get a certain villager to move out, and we were successful. So the game thinks that it's Tuesday the 22nd, so last Tuesday, at our current time, which is about 8:17 a.m. So 8:20 in the morning, but on Tuesday. So we were able to trick it so that we were gonna, you know, stay on the same day and don't have somebody automatically move in, because if you don't, the game decides for you who's gonna move in, and they just pick a person at random. But since we are going for 2 very specific villagers, I wanted to avoid that, and I wasn't sure we were going to be successful until we loaded up the game just now. So, if anybody is trying that for themselves, you do have to manually change the time on your Switch. It is in your system settings, it is under date and time. That looked like a bird. Not what we're looking for. So it does require a bit of doing, a bit of fiddling. I did actually have to change the time pretty much every single day so that it would stay on the right date, because I didn't want the game to accidentally catch wind that it was a different day and force us to have a villager. So, and it worked. We were very successful, and I like that. We're gonna get very used to this, all these tunes. Not only my island tune, but also the tune that it plays for the DAL logo. So, it's gonna take a while. Unfortunately, there's not anything in the game that we set up that we could just do as a break. So, this is gonna get a little samey, and my ADHD brain is gonna need actual physical real world breaks, because otherwise I'm not going to stick to this. Now if we happened to have somebody who has either of these villagers that's willing to part with them, that would be a little different. But instead, we're having to villager hunt. Yes. Yes. My glasses are already dirty. It's almost like the longer I stare through them, the easier it is to tell that there's stuff on them. That did not help at all. Pro tip, don't clean your glasses on your shirt. Quit scratching. Where do I want to go? More Nook Miles. I think it's going to take us quite a while to use up a good chunk of our tickets, so I think we're pretty set for the long haul for now. But you never know. Catch some bees, chop some trees. So we do currently have about 62 tickets left, which is nice. I think we started with 70. So we've got another right color, wrong species. Similar species, because it was technically in the cat family. But no, I need a smaller cat, a more domestic sized one. I figure if I keep telling Wilbur that, he'll actually listen eventually. But he probably won't. Alright, let's see. How can I help you today? As we continue this, if anybody has never played this game, please let me know. And if anybody is so obsessed with this game that they have over 1,000 hours on this game, also let me know. If you fall somewhere in between, that's okay too. I think in New Leaf I probably have thousands of hours. That was the 3DS, DS version. And I played the heck out of that game. I really love the fact that in that game, Brewster actually had his own cafe. You couldn't design it or anything, but it was really cool that he had his own cafe. It had hours, there was a whole thing. Whereas in this one, he's kind of forced to just be available anytime because he's inside the museum, and the museum's always open. That is a cute sheep, but not what we're looking for. It's the wrong species and the wrong color. Lifting off now. I still think it's kind of funny that he uses, I guess they call it NATO code? I'm not sure what they call it. But for now, he says November Oscar, which is N-O. But then he says whisker instead of whiskey. Which, I'm sure that was a decision because it's family friendly. They didn't want to call it whiskey. But it is interesting. I think I said that last time too. The more I see his dialogue, the more it makes me think of it. Alright, our cup of coffee has been finished. It's also always very nice. Now we have no choice but to hydrate if we want something to drink. Coffee, coffee. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Coffee is very good. For me, it's less that coffee wakes me up. It's more that coffee helps me focus. It feels like waking up because it feels like my brain's no longer in a fog. But I'm also a caffeine addict, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Or a grain of vanilla creamer. I don't know what measurement a grain would be when talking about a liquid, but that's okay. Wow. Wrong species, wrong color. I'm sure there are things we could be getting from these islands, but honestly, if it's not a villager I want, I don't care. Gotta go, Wilbur. Just burn these flight plans and never come back here. See, because that's what he promises. He promises that, oh, we can never come back to this island. I'm gonna burn the flight plans as soon as we leave. Yada, yada, yada. He said that in the first episode that we flew with him. So, that's how I know that. But, of course, we end up on islands that look very similar. We end up seeing the same villagers. So I wonder how much of that is true. I wonder if he actually burns those flight patterns. Look, files ticket. I am ready for takeoff. I think my favorite part of a villager hunt is the fact that we do get to see all the options that are out there, which is pretty cool. But because we have such a specific goal in mind, it can be a little disheartening, especially if we're at it for a while. So, fingers crossed that we manage to find one of these two in a reasonable amount of time. Because the plan is, as soon as we find them, we're actually going to fix up time, because right now time is broken. We're gonna fix time and we're gonna go back to our normal routine. I think if we manage to find one of these two and get them to move in, what we're gonna do is we're going to make sure there's nothing else we need to order for our area and our arcade and our other little things. Hey Ronnie, good morning. We are villager hunting. You seem to manage to tune in on all the villager hunts. Are you going to be our good luck charm today, Ronnie? Let's find out. But yeah, I think once we manage to get one of these two, we're gonna kind of cheat just a little bit and order anything that we would need for the next day, or at least order a few things. And then we will advance the time to present day, since we are currently on last Tuesday. And yeah, that way we can get back into this whole decorating thing. Now, I think if we do Chatter, which is the mouse up there, the cheese mouse, I think it would be a little funny to have him run like a pasta restaurant. Because I don't think you can necessarily make a cheese restaurant, so... Bad luck charm and summon a tornado. Oh no! That's so sad. Wow. You summoned a bear. I don't think that's a tornado. I don't know how you managed to do that, but good job. If it was a tornado, I think there would be a lot more horse villagers showing up. Be my prediction. My prediction is that a tornado will cause horse villagers. We are not looking for horse villagers, we are looking for a cat and a mouse. But yeah. I think if we... I don't think the bear is named Tori, no. We didn't ask him what his name was, but it wasn't Tori. I don't think there is a villager named Tori, actually, now that I think about it. I'd have to Google it. Not me yawning. Rude. Blah blah blah. What would dodos do? I think that bear's name was probably something like Bernard. Clay. I don't know. No, I think Clay is a hamster. Let's see. A wolf. We actually saw that wolf last time, quite a few times. So I think she really wants to move onto our island. But we're not into that. Yes. I hope this isn't some impossible Herculean task that we have undertaken. Because I'm really hoping we find one of these two. Oh yeah. So I think the cheese mouse is probably going to be some sort of like pasta restaurant, because I don't think there's a lot of cheese recipes in the game. If there was, he would just be an all cheese restaurant, because I think it would be funny. And then the orange cat here. I think we want to do like health food juice bar kind of thing, but I'm not sure. We might make hers something else. I saw somebody make a series of food trucks for their island, which was really cool. But I don't know that we have the space for that currently. we could make it happen. We do have that convenience store slash arcade. We could make food trucks up there. We would need a truck and a lot more creativity than we currently possess. Yes, thank you, Wilbur. I'm actually pretty glad about what we've made so far. We've made our little stone oven pizza restaurant. We've got our French bistro. We've got our noodle house. We got our farm to table, which is probably my favorite build. We've got like a little coffee bar. We've got our dessert section. We've got the arcade, which I wasn't even trying to make that like originally. I just ended up with the stuff, so figured I'd build on it. So I like that one quite a lot. Somebody told us last time that our arcade looks like something they would have seen in Japan, which is pretty nice. That was kind of the goal. Mind you, I based it off of anime, so I wasn't sure that it was anywhere close to real life. But it worked, so I'm pretty okay with that. And if anybody wants to see any of these builds I just named, let me know. We can do a quick break for a tour. Nerd alert. Yeah, you. Have you been looking in the mirror again, Ronnie? Easiest way to set off the nerd alert. Wow, an anteater. Terrible. Gotta go. You're not a nerd for the last time? Maybe for the first time. But you are definitely a nerd. If you're not a nerd, you're a geek. You're a future serial killer. Oh dear. That is, unfortunate. That's what that is. Very unfortunate. Wow. Stay out of my shed. I will. I will, in fact. I do not want to rent your shed. It amuses me that, anybody who doesn't know either one of us will assume that all of that is completely serious and that you are being a big old weirdo on my stream, but it's okay. We're safe, everybody. There's no... The shed's not real. It can't hurt you. Alright, Wilbur. Where'd you bring us this time? Catch some bees and chop some trees. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck on the tree first. You bought the shed from Home Depot. That is the, obviously most threatening of places you could buy a shed from. Very silly. And for anybody wondering, yes, that is the Pokemon Center tune. Or at least a Pokemon tune. My brain is telling me it's the Pokemon Center because that's what I was trying to go for. But considering that the Pokemon Centers in the last two games we've played don't sound like that. One, because one of them didn't have a Pokemon Center. Two, because it's an outdoors little thing and there's no building to walk into. Yeah, I'm hoping that I got that sound right. Alright, holding pattern. Chop. I almost said chop bees, catch trees, but nope. Catch bees, chop trees. That is a funky koala. Almost the right color, but not quite. Yes. Am I positive? Abso-freaking-lutely. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I saw a couple accessories in the store the other day. They were very cute, and I had to buy them. But I haven't had a good opportunity to wear them. It makes me a little sad, because they are very, very cute. So I might just show y'all. Y'all can tell me, how should I wear them? Probably just to the grocery store, or something mundane like that. But, you know, they're cute. What can I say? As I lean off screen. So, I'm really into, like, the whole Sakura flowers and stuff. I actually bought little clip-ons. They're like little ears. Because it's Year of the Rabbit. And I thought they were very cute. And they have the little flower on the top. And then I bought a matching little choker thing. I can get it to show up. It is lacy and it is cute. And there's a little flower on there, even though it's hard to tell. I wish my camera would cooperate. So. But, unfortunately, I don't have an opportunity to wear either one. So, we need to find an opportunity. Maybe on one of our cosplay days. But I don't really have any characters that would wear something like that, so... I'm not putting them on now. Maybe for our next stream. So probably on one of our cosplay days, I will put them on, maybe mix it up and wear them with something that I already own. But I'm not sure. Wow, a horse. Amazing. Not even in the right subspecies. Wow. Back to brunch. Yep. Lifting off November Oscar Whisker. That's just awkward to say. November Oscar Whisker. I should have left it as whiskey. Where do I want to go? Another Nook Miles ticket. Yes. We're gonna be at this for a while, I think. I was hoping that it was gonna trick itself into giving us the villager within 15 minutes, since we did 2 separate days, but not today. The game still thinks that it's Tuesday the 22nd, and has been for like a week. So, let's see what we can do. Not today's Hayden. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what just happened. Where's the villager? Oh. You again. Excuse me. Why do you keep showing up? I don't understand. We're gonna bully the wolf villager. She's not who we're looking for. Yes. Yes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think they have a plan to use up all my Nook Miles tickets. I think they are in cahoots to use them all up, and that's why he won't take me to an island that has who I want. Because Orville's like, man, you have all of these Nook Miles tickets, and I really don't think you should have that many. He's upset because we did not get them organically, I think. Sorry, I'm adjusting my legs again. I know, I just adjusted them, but we're adjusting them back. I'm gonna sit properly, I swear. Definitely not. That was a lie. I'm sorry. I don't think I've sat properly a day in my life. Why sit in a chair normally when you can have one leg up underneath you? Not that Snorlax is a traditional chair anyway, but if you're pondering something, what is that? Wow. Right color-ish, but wrong thing. Also, why does she look like she's wearing an orange onesie with a hood. Because her face is like a very different color. That's a little strange. I do like the music in this game. If a $100 donation for charity stream is worth a habanero. It depends on if your viewers know your established spice level. So like, for me, a habanero would be nothing. I could eat that any day of the week. But if I had a pepper that was hotter, $100 might be worth it. Or if my spice tolerance was way lower, to where I would be, you know, red-faced or tearing up a little bit. If it was something that was like obviously going to be difficult for me, I think $100 would be in the right range. But I handle spice pretty well, so habanero pretty low on my totem pole. One chip challenge was nothing to me. See? And that's the thing, is that you sing karaoke during it. Nice. And that's the thing, is that, you know, those kinds of challenges are going to be different for everybody. So a habanero for you might be, you know, nothing, brush it off easy. Whereas a habanero for somebody else might be just, like, impossible. Like, that's the highest mountain they must climb. So, I would say it depends. $100, maybe not. If you've already established yourself as somebody who can handle spice, it's probably going to be in the $50 range. Because the habanero is a technically spicier one, but it's not going to be the worst. So. But I mean, you could do multiple habaneros, you could do a hotter pepper. I wouldn't recommend doing anything close to Ghost Pepper or Carolina Reaper, especially if it's like going to be in the beginning of your stream. But it's up to you. Ultimately, it comes down to what you think you can handle and what your audience would expect. So. Wow. I stopped paying attention for a second. I think my auto mod flagged something, but I'm not sure. I had an alert and I couldn't find it. Are y'all over here saying bad words? No, I'm just kidding. I'm a little bit sad that we missed out on Dreamlight Valley this week because I was so tired. That's a cow. But I think it could be fun to maybe play it a little bit later today, or we could just hold off. We'll see. I'm actually really excited to get back into Wildflowers because it is starting to shape up to being a more interesting story. But I don't know if it's going to be a long-term thing. It might be one that we switch in every so often after we get to a certain point. Or we're really going to have to focus on things like romancing the different characters and growing our farm and just powering through the days as quickly as we can. Whereas right now, we're really taking our time, we're really, you know, not rushing ourselves. So, we'll see. I've also been looking at a couple of other games. I just don't know how story-driven they are. So, that's kind of my thing. Is I'd like to play games with more story. I'd like to, as amateur as it would be, I'd like to see about getting back into doing all the little voices for them, which was a lot of fun during Beacon Pines. I just kept forgetting which voices I gave everybody, which was less than helpful. So, but it was a lot of fun, and I'd like to do something like that in the future. So, gotta find a game that's got a lot of story that I can make a bunch of voices for. Speaking of karaoke, I don't know that I could do karaoke on stream. I could definitely sing for a few minutes, but then I would get too embarrassed by the sound of my own voice, so we don't do that around here. Hydration is good for you, and I am hydrating for my body. I must take care of my vessel by giving it water. I am but a houseplant. I require water and words of encouragement. Basically what a houseplant needs. Turning my light up just a smidge. Unfortunately, the camera that I have tends to wash me out a little bit, especially if like I have a dark color on. So I'm trying to balance that with my lighting. I think once I get moved to the new location, which isn't for some time now, it's a few months away, I am gonna try to get like a background for Snorlax, and maybe a proper chair where he's just kind of standing and lurking over our shoulder. We'll see. Because he is very nice and comfortable, but he does need more stuffing. So, kind of used him as a chair for long enough that I gotta fix it. Catch some bees and chop some trees. What do we got? That doesn't look like who we're looking for. Right species, wrong color. Wow. We found a mouse, so that's cool. But not what we're looking for. Do I require assistance? Yes, I'm ready to go home. Soaring tuna. Yes. Wow. I know, I shouldn't be looking down, but I'm trying to adjust my legs without... What if they require amiibos? So there's no character that necessarily requires amiibos, but it is possible that the game is making it less likely to find them based on the personality types. Apparently that could be a thing. And I wouldn't say that they're necessarily the biggest scam. Amiibos are really like a collectability thing. So, I don't know. For me, amiibos were one of those things where, you know, I'm gonna collect the ones that I really like. Like, I happen to have a little Yoshi. It's one of the woolly ones. It was a pink one. It was really cute, so I bought it. At one point, I had the original Squid Kids because I was into Splatoon for a long time. Artificial scarcity. That's true. That's true. But you can say that about anything that's collectible, really. Now, mind you, yes, they could print more, or they could do reruns, or in the case of this one, there were cards, and they could redo those. Very cute. Not who I'm looking for. Similar color. Definitely wrong species. But yeah, I think that amiibos are one of those things where people got into collecting them, and then that in itself made them artificially more valuable, because people liked the look of very certain ones, and of course with the supposed scarcity from Nintendo, it's gonna cause a bigger market. With the cards for this game, I would imagine that those cards, because they function as amiibos, were more of a, oh, this one's rare because everybody likes this character. Which, I mean, it's not necessarily artificial scarcity or any of that. It is more like market-based, so the demand for a character would be much higher than the amount that is actually out there. So, I do know that some people have made their own amiibos in this day and age. That's a thing, because they were tired of trying to capture all these different characters. But it'd be the same as like trading cards, like trading Pokemon cards or baseball cards. If there's only a certain number made, then there's only a certain number made. So I think pretty much any collectible thing goes through that same like song and dance. I don't think you can necessarily blame amiibos for that. Right color, definitely wrong species. Almost the right species. It is a hamster. You blame ponies. I'm not sure how that correlates. I'm not sure how that correlates. Everything comes down to ponies somehow. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I don't think everything comes down to ponies. My hair is like just being wild today. I want to fly. We're gonna be at this for a while. It's a lot of button mashing, so. Oh. It would be less button mashing if I'd pay attention to the screen, though. Step 1, pay attention to what you're button mashing. Step 2, mash the button. Step 3, stop mashing the button when it's time to mash a different button. What would dodos do? Nice. Excuse me. We're almost an hour into this. We've seen a lot of the right color, and we've even seen one right species, but so far, nobody has all of it. See? Another right color, wrong species. I'm telling you, he's doing this on purpose. I wonder what would happen if we, like, changed our outfit. I wonder if that has any bearing on who we find. Or if it's the time of day. You never know. There's a lot of theories to how this works. As far as, you know, what is going to be, the best strategy for hunting the villager you really want. But it really all comes down to random chance. So, that's why we have as many tickets as we do. Now, mind you, they were donated. We had a very kind viewer actually donate a bunch of tickets to us. Because we were going to continue our hunt last week, but we were unsuccessful. So, it didn't end up coming back on stream that night. So, okay. Oh, that reminds me. So Wildflowers, our Tuesday game, or current Tuesday game, actually apparently got an update. It was a free update that allowed for the creation of clothing. I know we've been kind of complaining that we've been wearing the same thing just every single day forever. So apparently they're adding something to the game to allow you to create and wear different clothes, which I think is really cool. And that's one of the things that I love about some of the, I don't want to say necessarily smaller studios, but definitely smaller studios, is that the feedback actually really matters to them. So they actually like listen to their fans, and you know, if it's a good idea, they'll make the adjustment, and if it's not a good idea, then they'll just ignore it. So, but yeah, a company like the ones behind Animal Crossing aren't really going to listen to people talking about, oh, I'd like to have the ability to craft multiple things in one go, because that's going to interfere with their artificial time that it takes. So the longer you spend crafting, the longer you're playing the game. But then they did listen to people in the sense that, oh, I want to be able to decorate my villagers' houses. Like, that's been a thing since I can remember. Honestly, it was something that I really wanted from my earliest times playing this game. But, yeah. It used to be, especially like in New Leaf, you had to gift things to them and just hope that they put it in their house. So eventually they would have a house designed with the furniture you wanted them to have. Which was a pain in the behind. So. And then the other thing was, if you wanted their furniture, you would just gift them random things until they gifted you that furniture back. So. It was, some dark times. I will say the one furniture section that I miss, which they kind of brought back, kind of didn't, is there was a Rococo style of furniture and a Royal style of furniture. And they kind of have a little bit of both with the antique, but it's not really one or the other. And those were sets that I really liked in the last game. So I'm kind of sad that they're not in this one. Or at least not as far as I can tell. And I've done some pretty deep research on the furnitures in this game, trying to find the best way to make my restaurants. Mostly because I was looking for that snack thing that took forever to find. And I kept calling it a snack shelf. It was a store shelf. So. Still started with an S, so I wasn't completely wrong. But it took us until that last little Happy Home Paradise build to actually acquire one. So. But I did. I had to look it up and look to see like what is actually available, what could actually be used in the different builds and the different areas. So it's been fun. We have managed to get, I would say about 80-85% of our stuff from doing like Happy Home Paradise or just getting lucky at the store. And then the other 15 to 20% is probably people donated to us when we very first started, or we've created it. So the rest of that percent is halfway between donations and creations. So this is gonna take a while. We are in it for the long haul today. We are in it for the medium haul today. We've got 40 tickets left, which means we've used about 30 so far. Interesting. I think this whole process between starting this conversation, actually getting through all this, it's taking us a little under 2 minutes to go through it, so that's not so bad. But it is going to be really sad when we run out of tickets. We'll have to take a break. Figure out what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll let somebody move in organically. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll be Tuesday the 22nd forever. We'll see. We'll see. Oh. Wow. That is a very loud looking sheep. Starting to be in the same color. Look at all these oranges. I guess that's my one regret for our island is that our natural fruit isn't oranges, because I think that would fit the brunch theme better. But we can sell oranges for a tidy profit, so that's not so bad. We also 1000% need to work on our home. A lot more than we have. We've gotten a lot of the basics down. We've gotten a bathroom created. We have our little outdoor space created that mirrors a space inside that looks like an outdoor space. We have a kitchen started, we have a dining room started, and of course we have our studio apartment upstairs. But it needs a lot more. The inside does not feel like a seating area for a restaurant yet. And honestly, I'm gonna need a lot more inspiration for it. So I think once we get this villager hunt done and over with, we'll probably be checking out some folks on the Happy Home Paradise to see how they've made their cafes, to see if we can draw some inspiration from there. Because meanwhile, it's because I was reading, sorry. Because in the meantime, we kind of have like the basic core idea set up, but we don't really have anything concrete. I'm thinking it looks really basic. Not really feeling the vibe as much as I was anymore. So we'll have to take a serious look at it. So if any of you play and have been in your Happy Home Paradise and made your cafe and all of that, please let us know. We'll check it out. Maybe not necessarily today, but we will check it out. Those links can be dropped in Discord. Because we have one of those. We keep cutting him off when he talks. We're making him just talk really fast. It almost got us again. But yeah, if anybody has any dream addresses or Happy Home Paradise or just pictures of things they want to share with us that are Animal Crossing related, go ahead and drop it in the Discord. We'll see you there. Ooh. I have some big yawns today. There's just so many big yawns today. And I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, enjoy your lurk. Wow. It was a bird. Specifically, I think it was supposed to be a penguin. But not what we're looking for. I am, in fact. Wow. I should keep like a ticket counter so we can see how many we've gone through. Alright, we have 37 left. Fly. If our current speed is any indication, it's probably going to take us around an hour to get through 37 tickets. Maybe a little bit more. So, if we don't find it within the next hour, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Excuse me. My coffee's talking to me from my belly. See, now the light is too bright. As it gets brighter outside of my abode, it also gets brighter on stream for all of you. That's a little better. I might turn it off entirely, but I think I'm clean it up a little bit. It made a little difference to me. I don't know if it made a little difference to y'all. We ran into a gorilla. Not what we're looking for. Another yacht is trying to escape. Oh no. I want to fly. I would like to use my nationality ticket. Yes. Have a good flight, friend. All right. Wow. A horse. Wow. A horse with pink mascara on. Or maybe just pink eyelashes. Yes. Come on, Wilbur. You're used to the song and dance by now. He acts like every time we want to go back that it's this big, like, are you sure? Like, we haven't been doing this for the last hour straight. You'd think he'd get tired of seeing us. Orville is always happy to see us, no matter what. But you would think that Wilbur would also get tired of seeing us. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they both really like seeing us, and that's why this is taking forever. Maybe that's the real secret. Wilbur wants to keep hanging out with us, so he keeps taking us to similar but not quite it type islands. think that's the real secret. I think we cracked the code. But that's not them. I was right. That is a old man. How to set up a Discord. Well, what do you need to know? I could probably help a little bit. They're actually pretty self-explanatory. Discord is very good about walking you through the different steps. It's just knowing what kind of bots you need and what kind of bots you want to use. That can be a little more tricky. But Discord itself is actually really easy to set up. All of my stuff is completely self-taught. I went and found the bots that I wanted just based on what I had seen in other Discords and what I had found on the internet as far as what did what I wanted to do. One of them doesn't work half the time, which is a little sad, but we are working on it, so. These yawns are starting to get the better of me. Wow, that is a bird. Very wild looking bird. I think it's interesting that he does take you to Bamboo Islands despite it definitely not being bamboo season. There should be click here to be able to see the Discord and agree to the rules. That is built into Discord. You need a live shout-out bot. Okay. Not that I want to self-promote too much to you, but I have a bot that handles mine. Oh, hang on. So I have a bot that handles mine. I don't want to show it on screen, unfortunately. So I have Me6 that I use, where you have to do a certain reaction to actually agree to the rules and be able to be granted a, I'm just going to give you the basics as much as I can. So basically on mine, I have a bot that grants you a role once you do a certain reaction, which is agreeing to the rules. And although it's not the most straightforward method, it is, you know, react to this if you've read the rules kind of thing, which grants you a certain actual like title or role, and that allows you to view the rest of the server. So what you can do is you can make most of the server keep rolling. I'm working on it. We're flying actually. So what happens is that you set it up to where the everybody role or everyone role is unable to see most of it except for that one little section, and then you use the bot to grant that role and it will turn over into allowing you to hide everything else behind a role lock, essentially. So as for the live and shout out bot, I am using StreamCord, which works pretty well. You do set it up on their little IO site, which is very easy, very straightforward. Really, really simple to do. So most of the time the bots are going to be very easy to set up in terms of Discord, because they are really good about making it just user-friendly. So, in fact, if you were to start your server, that's when you can add the different bots and start making your different channels and all that. So, highly recommend having moderator lock channels. So if you set a role that is higher than everything else, because the hierarchy does matter, that is for moderators, then you have very certain areas that are only seen by moderators, the bots, the admins, that kind of thing. That can keep a lot of your bot setting up out of everybody else's eyeballs. So Discord's one of those things that I'm pretty familiar with how it works, and I'm pretty familiar with the different options for bots. It just depends on what you want your bot to do. So a lot of really, really talented people have made bots for Discord, and even bots for stream, as evidenced by Stream Elements here. So it's nice. I personally am not very talented at making bots, but I can figure out which ones to use. That's pretty easy. Also, good morning, Tab. What are you doing up so early? Catch some bees and chop some trees. Oh, it's a penguin. This is probably the least exciting part about Animal Crossing. This right here. At least with like decorating and stuff, you can kind of see it coming together and that sort of thing. But with this, nope. I tried to do it with one hand again, and I failed. We do, in fact, have a Nook Miles ticket on us. We have a lot of them. Yes. Adjusting my shirt. Alright. So in other news, I'm trying to figure out what I should cosplay next week, because we did Raven yesterday, which was a lot of fun, it always is. But the piece that I ordered is not the right size, so I'm having to get that worked on. So we can't quite do that one yet, but I'm debating if I should do like an old favorite or just throw on what I have in my closet. See if that works. We are playing Pokemon Scarlet next Saturday, which is our normal cosplay day. So we could do something Pokemon related, but I don't know if I'd be able to throw together a good cosplay in a short notice. I guess it wouldn't be too hard if I did somebody like Misty, because hers is just jean shorts, yellow crop top, and some suspenders. But I don't know what I'd do with my hair. I guess technically I'd have to get a wig for her. I wanna fly. Should be pretty easy though. Unfortunately, my hair has gotten a lot darker, especially when I'm not in summer. So it's not as red as it used to be. So just sticking it up and having it be over here, probably not going to be the look we're all going for. But it also wouldn't be a difficult one. So we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. And honestly, if I was going to do a yellow crop top, instead of buying a crop top, I would buy a t-shirt and cut it. Catch some bees and chop some trees. Wow. It's a bull. Not what we're looking for at all. Wilbur, are you playing games with our heart now? Very unfortunate. He doesn't love us. Or maybe he loves us too much. We'll never know. He doesn't want us to stop coming to him. So. He's like, oh, if I keep bringing them to the wrong island, we have to go on all these plane rides together. But what he doesn't know is that I will absolutely give up. Yes. I'm not sure how people do these for hours and hours and hours, just all the time. I know that some of the people I've seen that stream Animal Crossing will do these villager hunts just all the time, and they just go all day long, and I don't think I could do that. I think our longest time that we've ever villager hunted was about 3 hours total, and we stopped and did other things in the middle both times. So, yeah. Ugh. Come on, go up here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not one of the ones we want. but it's not, in fact. But I wanted to make sure. And for anybody who doesn't know, we are seeking these two above my head. We've got a cheese mouse and an orange looking cat. But we are in the market for some food themed villagers. We do already have these two, which is Sucker the Takoyaki Octopus and Meringue, who looks like she's got whipped cream on her head and a strawberry for her nose. So we don't really have any other food themed villagers. There weren't, oops, why did I leave? There weren't a lot that I could find when I was searching the internet to try to get together some people we could look for. But, you know, I liked these four. So far we found 2 of them, which is nice. We're hoping to find a 3rd one today. I want to fly. I thought maybe I would trick them into taking me to new islands if I left and came back. Maybe if they think that I'll walk away, they'll take me to the right island. Who knows? This is Dodo Tower. What would dodos do? We're gonna get very used to hearing that sound. Very used to it. I don't know what that is. That's not what we're looking for. I think it was a duck. I'm not sure. Kind of had that thing on his head like Kappa does, but Captain. So he could have technically maybe been some sort of Kappa wannabe, but not what we're looking for. So I gotta go. Gotta leave immediately. I would like to fly. Yes. Wow. Have a good flight, friend. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We're gonna be at this for a while. Strap in. You down and docked. Alright, let's see. Oh, we've only got 26 left. Oh, Pico. Pico. We're not looking for her. I'm ready to go home. Yes. Wow. How tragic. Alright. I probably won't remember that we're counting down from 26, but that's okay. Miles ticket. So we have 2 options for once we run out of tickets. We could take a break and try to do some other stuff in the game, or we can give up for the day. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll probably take a break and then decide what to do after that. Like an actual break. Free break. But we'll see. With any luck, we'll find what we're looking for. Nope. Hey, that's that bear from earlier. We still don't know his name, because we left him behind. I'm fairly certain it is not Tori, as Ronnie was hoping. Excellent. Sorry, I was checking something out. I don't usually Discord while on stream, but I had it open. I want to fly. Other than Discord, if you want to keep up with me, I am on Instagram and Twitter under Cookies and Cosplay, just like my name on Twitch. And I do have a YouTube channel where I upload all the vlogs I remember to save, which unfortunately has not been all of them, because sometimes I forget that I need to push the buttons. So I forget to download it off Twitch, I forget to save it while I'm actually streaming, I forget to have Streamlabs actually record the whole time. It can be a challenge for me to remember to save my VODs, so. But I do keep them on there. It is at Cookies and Cosplay. Same old, everywhere, everywhere. I do have a TikTok. I don't know if I've told y'all that. I started it so that I could do a cosplaying a character while baking kind of thing. So I haven't really uploaded much to it. I might get back into that. But for now, it is very basic, so we'll see. It was a hyperfixation for a while, not gonna lie. So, my whole shtick was that I was going to cosplay a character. For instance, I did Uraraka, and I made chocolates for the first time, which ended up being more like chocolate truffles. So that was the whole thing. But it wasn't something I'd ever done before. So I combined it with a cosplay that I haven't really worn except for to take pictures in. And yeah, I liked it quite a bit. And then I messed up some cookies as Yor, but they weren't deadly, unfortunately. So I haven't really done anything as I mean I did one thing as Lucola, but it was because I was trying to make something and it didn't turn out right, so I just dressed up. But it happens. I was trying to make a jello pattern, and unfortunately for me, the jello decided that it was going to not set properly for some reason, which was definitely a big shock. I don't think I've ever had jello not set. Even as a jello shot, it usually sets pretty okay. But yeah, the jello fought us. It didn't stay structurally sound at all, and it was very sad. It also didn't layer properly. I was trying to do a colorful effect with the jello, and I messed that up. So, time to take off. It was the whole thing. But I should probably get back into that. Make more videos like that. It was a lot of fun. I mean, just the making chocolates part was fun, honestly. But being able to do it while in cosplay was doubly fun. So, I would recommend. And of course, actually making the chocolate truffles themselves, it's almost correct. It's an orange mouse, but it's not the one we need. We need a yellow mouse with orange spots. Ah, welcome back. It was so close. Wilbur, you know what we're looking for. You're doing this on purpose now. He's teasing us with something so close. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm gonna send him to jail. Jail. I got an alert, but it was just Dreamlight Valley updating me on something. Something about a hot fix, I think. Send him to the shed? Maybe. We're gonna banish him to an island he can't fly off of if he doesn't shape up. Moving our mic again so I can move my legs. I actually haven't moved around as much on this stream, which is a new record for me. I usually move around most of my stream. I probably would move around less if I had a proper chair. So, like when I dog sit at my mom's because of the type of chair that I have at her place. I don't move around as much. And then when we were house sitting last week, we moved around some because it was a very uncomfortable chair, but not like a super long amount, so it was okay. Catch some bees and chop some trees. Maybe he means that literally. Maybe we need to try to catch a bee and chop a tree. I don't think you can catch bees on this island. I don't think that's a thing. Maybe it is. Maybe I've just been blind the whole time. Yes. I do have a stuffed animal behind my back, other than just Snorlax, so... Need to play Animal Crossing again. What kind of Animal Crossing island would you make? I've moved farther away from my microphone. I apologize. There. Now it's back. Would you design it a certain way? Would you just be whatever you could get? A death island. Oh, okay. I know there's some trees you can make in the game that are dead, which I think is supposed to be a holdover from New Leaf, where perfect trees could be shaken until they were stripped of their leaves, and people would use that to make horror islands. So I saw quite a few horror islands. One of them was well, I keep saying island even though they're towns. One of them was a town in which the different houses told a story. So it started off as this very like idyllic thing, where this little happy family, whatever, and then there was like intrigue and then murder, and it was a whole thing. Because some people are just really, really creative. I wonder if the person who made that ever updated. Like if they ever got New Horizons and went with that. But who knows? I miss being the mayor. But instead I'm the island representative, which means I do all the work that a mayor would do. But I don't get the fame for it. I don't get to make all the decisions or any of that. I guess technically we still make decisions in this one. Like, you can add ordinances, you can do all kinds of stuff in this one that you could do in the last one. But it's not the same. Yes, Orville, please. Please. At this point, talking with Orville is just over and over and over again. It's just a habit at this point. I'm not actually reading what he says. If he ever said anything different, I wouldn't know, because it all looks the same to me. Which is a sad way to play. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we're down to 19. Oh, you're cute, but you're not who we're looking for. Yes. Alright, 19. Not bad, not bad. I would say we've gotten through these tickets in record time, considering we started with like 60 something. But it's alright. I wanna fly. Yes. I think the last thing we do for the day is going to be to go to Harv's Island, so that we can order whichever of the paintings we want from Red, or statues, or any of that. I think it is really cool that they have Red show up on Harv's Island, and you can basically visit him even if you don't necessarily get him on your main island. And then, of course, Kix is there, Leaf is there. I think all that's really, really cool. They kind of made it so that people who don't get to play every single day of the week have an opportunity to see those more rare characters. And I think that was actually a really good decision on their point. Because I can imagine that especially with Kix being in the last game just as his own standalone shop, it would get really frustrated if he wasn't his own standalone shop here. So. Now he is, but his inventory doesn't change except once a week. Sorry, I had a hangnail that was bothering me. Really annoying. How can I help you? Black. Nook Miles ticket. Yes. Let's get you airborne. He calls this guy in as if, you know, he's gonna take us where we need to go and everything's gonna be fine. Which, yeah, he takes us to an island, which is all we asked for. But we're looking for specific people, Wilbur. This is a search and rescue mission, and you are not being helpful. I would like to save one of these two characters from the frozen, harsh wastelands of these random islands. But he is being uncooperative. I think Wilbur's whole thing is that he really just goes to a random island. Like, he doesn't know, he doesn't plan where he's gonna go until he gets there. And I think that's why he says he burns the flight plans afterwards. Because I think he just made it up. Sorry. I was trying to prevent that cough by having a sip of water, and it didn't work. But yeah, I think he is just making up the flight plans as he's flying them, and that's why he burns it afterwards, because he doesn't really know where he's going. And that's why we end up on islands where we see the same villagers, or it's a very similar island, the one we already left, that kind of thing. So it's also really hard to believe there's all of these islands near our island. Like, I have a hard time believing that. Wow. It's blue. That's not the color we need at all. Wilbur, have you even been listening? I don't think he has. I think he just doesn't listen to what we're looking for. He doesn't know what we need. He wants us to be sad. My microphone's trying to fall over. Oh no. What I get for balancing it on my leg. Orville, please. I want to fly. If I remember right, our original villager hunt when we had Zucker was one that we had probably about 100-something tickets for, and it took us just the most amount of time before we finally found him. And we almost didn't find him because the game started raining and he put on like this little blue rain slick and hat, so it was hard to see on top of his head. What mic do I have? One that I think I've broken. It is a little JLab Go. But the stand no longer stays together. So I think I accidentally stripped the screw-in part. So that's cool. Not great. It's my webcam that really needs fixing. Wow. A bird. At no point did I ask for a bird, but we have come across one. I got the Elgato mics, they're really good. So we do have an Elgato capture card, which has given us the most stress. But it's actually a really good capture card. I haven't checked out any of their microphone products or anything. I was debating checking out Razer, because that is who does these headphones. It is the Razer Kraken Kitty Edition. As far as I know, the Bluetooth is only available in pink. Everything else is wired. So take from that what you will. But like the little webcam I got is a little Logitech. My ring light is a little clip-on ring light. So we haven't really invested in anything necessarily. The microphone that I did pick up had some pretty good ratings. It seemed to do really well in just like casual use, but I'm not sure. I think part of the problem is because there is a lot of outside and background noise going on, especially in the area that I live, especially right outside the window where this light is coming from. I think that tends to interfere a lot. And of course, because I don't have a proper desk, I'm using a plastic storage bin as my desk, so I don't have a proper desk. It can be really difficult for like the microphone to balance if I have to leave it on my leg or anything like that, so yeah. Someday we will upgrade our stream setup. Someday. Probably not till after I move. This apartment is okay, but it's not suiting my needs, so definitely gonna move. That will be in a few months' time. So there will be a period of time that we do have to take a vacation, probably in about mid-May, so that I can actually get all the moving done. But we'll see. Technically, I could still stream. It would just be a little more difficult. So, need to find an apartment, but you don't have a job right now. Stupid furlough. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully you find something soon. I know that it can be pretty difficult, especially with the job climate right now. But since we are still ahead of the summer curve, most of the places that would be hiring for summer are really going to be hiring more long term. None of those jobs are really going to be very helpful unless you're looking for like summer job wages. It's usually grocery stores, fast food, all that fun stuff. But yeah, hopefully you do find something soon. I know that it can be really frustrating to not have any money and especially not have your own place. So I am sorry to hear that, and I have a feeling things will get better for you. I just hope they do so quickly. That's a duck. I don't need another duck. Actually, we don't have any ducks, but I definitely don't need a duck. You're never going back to fast food or grocery store. That's fair. That's fair. Rather be homeless than work fast food again? Yikes. That is very telling of society. In between working at hospitals, there was a brief time that I had to not work in the healthcare system. I worked for technically a grocery store, but it was just liquor themed. So it was a liquor store specifically, which wasn't necessarily a bad job. It was a lot of manual labor, and I got to learn a lot of really cool stuff. So I learned more about alcoholic beverages than I probably ever would have in my day-to-day life. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, so to speak, if you're not wanting to work in like a grocery store type place ever again. But it wasn't bad. We made commission. Less cashier, more shelf stocking and sales, so it'd be good. It'd be nice. Yes. Wilbur has just lost the plot. We were so close with that orange mouse, but nothing doing. And we haven't seen a single cat. Anybody else notice that? We saw like a lion a couple times, I think, or at least once, but not a single cat. I want to fly. We do still have Nook Mouse tickets, yes. I would like to use one. I still think it would have been a nice change if they had put that option from the jump and been like, I just want to use my Nook Mouse tickets. Or if you could set it to where you can automatically use those tickets and not have to select it every time. But it's probably like a modding community thing. I know some people have emulated the game onto PC and then modded the heck out of it. I don't think I'd ever play it that way, but it is a thing. Also, I picked up a game a while ago that I haven't really played it much, which is basically Animal Crossing, but with guns. I think the game was, maybe it was Neverwinter, something like that. It was on Steam, and I picked it up with the full intention of being able to play with other people, and just never did. So that might be something we explore one of these days. If we ever do like a big old multiplayer session again. So it was pretty silly. I didn't really get much into the combat part, and I have a feeling that that would be rather difficult on my laptop, but I'm sure there are ways to make it easy. I couldn't figure out whether you could use a controller with it, because if so, that's absolutely how I'm gonna play. But if not, well, I tried. Have a good flight, friend. What would dodos do? I don't know. Dodos are extinct. Rather sad, in fact. Be in a holding pattern. Get in touch. Chop some breeze. Blah, 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 blah. Same thing you always say. It is a cat. We did complain about not seeing a cat, but it is not the cat we're looking for. That looks like the back of the head of the Kabuki cat, which is very cool. Not what I need. There is an octopus who kind of looks like a little hot dog octopus. So I guess if we came across him, he might be a good fit, but I'm really hoping for one of these two. But we are down to our last 10, so. We have slowed down a little bit from our original, like, 2 minutes per ticket, which is okay, I think. I think we're still making pretty good time. Time for takeoff. He's just teasing us at this point. How crazy would it be if we got one of those two on our last ticket? I think that would be pretty crazy. I would also enjoy it very much, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Because I have a feeling that there is a pattern to who we're coming across, in the sense of what kind of like personalities they have and things like that. But I'm not so sure how to match those. So I'm not sure like, oh, what personality type do we need to remove from the island so that we can get one of these two? No idea. I want to fly. We're gonna fly. Lots of flying. Tap, 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 tap. What would dodos do? I don't know. A lot of tapping. I don't think he's actually putting anything in that computer. I think he's just registering that he's used up our Nook Mile ticket, honestly. It's very sad. Yes. Yes. Let's see. So, I think what we're gonna do as soon as we run out of Nook Miles tickets, Assuming we haven't gotten one of these two. Assuming we haven't gotten one of these two between now and the end of our tickets, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Harv's Island and we're going to see Red and try to pick up one of his things. And then I think we are just going to order a few things off of Happy Home Paradise and maybe order a few things off of our home area if we can think of anything we want. And then from there, we'll either explore some people's Happy Home Paradise cafes or we'll wrap it up. We'll see how we feel. I have a feeling that I'm gonna feel pretty disappointed if we don't find one of these two. And it's gonna be a little disheartening. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful that we'll find one of these two in our last ditch effort here. But since I can't guarantee it, you know, it's bumming me out a little bit. Alright, we have 7 tickets left. We started with like 60 something, and now we have 7. So, it's okay. What I might do is I might see about reaching out like on Twitter or something to try to get some more Nook Miles tickets, or we might just let somebody move in organically and deal with what happens. So we did have Olive move out rather than Marlo, which was up to the game, wasn't up to us. So if push came to shove, we could lean on the whole mob boss Italian restaurant as a front kind of thing for Marlo. And we could make his house like an old Italian restaurant. And then with whoever moves in, we could just keep trying to kick them out and redoing this whole song and dance. So we'll see. Not that I necessarily wanted to keep Marlo, but I also don't want to keep going through this heartache. So if this is how it's taking us the 3rd time, I can only imagine what it's going to take us the 4th time. I don't know what I'll do. I'm hopeful that whoever moves in will still be a good fit for the island and we'll still have like a decent aesthetic that we can work with. If we do keep Marlo as our Italian restaurant person, we are going to find a new place for him to live, because currently he lives on the beach in front of our house. So I'm thinking what we'll have to do is we'll have to fix some of the stuff in like one of the upper corners, so that we can have him be like off to the side, or we can put him over where oh, what is his name? Already forgot. We have a mime on our island, and we could put him near him. It would be, you know, French bistro meets Italian restaurant. Or we can put him behind the museum. There is still space over there. Or we can put him on the beach where Olive's house currently is, the one that we're trying to fill. So, haven't really decided yet. So, what I would probably do for his place is I would probably have it set up as like an outdoor restaurant. Maybe have a lot of string lights and stuff. And then the inside of his house would be like an almost too clean kitchen. I want it to be suspiciously clean. So. A Nook Miles ticket. Yes. Let's get you airborne. Excellent. Yum. Water. Hydration is good for you. Hydrate or dihydrate, chat. Hydrate or dihydrate. Brrr. I can't make that sound naturally, so I gotta make a similar sound. In a holding pattern. Catch some bees and chop some trees. Wow. It's a robot. That's not even close to what I'm looking for. Are you just playing with me now, Wilbur? We haven't seen that robot one time. I think we saw the alligator robot once, but we didn't see this one. So what the heck? I think he's just playing with our hearts now. We did say something about being okay with an octopus who was red. I have no idea what kind of home I would make him have. I would probably have him join forces with Zucker and they would just share a restaurant. But I don't know. Could do like a seaside fish market for him, I guess. Nook miles to get. Yes. What would dodos do? I have no idea. I think the other thing we needed to do was order a festival stall and try to change the color of it at Harvey's Island. Excuse me. We had one already that we picked up, but I'm not sure what colors it comes in because we just found the one. So that is something that we need to do. Because we were going to change out the stalls that, what's his name? O'Hare is using for his, like, juice bar cabana thing. Because I think the regular stalls are fine, but the festival stalls have the little, like, carnival, dangly, like, I don't know, it just looks more festive, relaxing, that kind of thing. So, we'll see. Nook miles to get. So we'll know we're finished when he no longer says that. And at that point, we'll go to Harv's Island. So. I'm gonna go see Red and hustle him out of some artwork. So we can finally grow our collection of artwork. Honestly, our fossil collection is probably almost done, considering that we've dug up all these fossils and we have a bunch extra. They just chill by our gate. We have free fossils if anybody needs any. Wow. A wolf. Not what I'm looking for. I'm ready to go home. Yes. Bum, bum, bum. While it is a little disappointing that we haven't found one of the villagers that we're looking for, it's still kind of interesting to see like all the available ones in the game, because by doing this method you do come across just all of them pretty much. I'm sure there are factors that go into the game choosing which one is actually going to show up for you. I'm sure there's like a personality element to it, or like a species element to it or something, but it's okay. We did our best. We left it up to random chance, and random chance so far hasn't been in our favor. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes things aren't going to work out the way that you want them to. In this case, it's a villager hunt. In other cases, it might be what you were trying to get done. She's cute, but she's not who we're looking for. Alright, Wilbur. Back we go. I think Wilbur is, he's doing it on purpose, but I can't prove it, so, oh well. We did our best. Oops, I bumped my mic. Alright, Orville. Oops. No, I don't want to invite anybody. Orville, don't play with me. We're gonna use the Nook Miles ticket. Yep. 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 Let's get you airborne. Alright, Orville. Our final flight to these random islands using random tickets. Let's see what we get. Nope. We've seen that peacock before. Or flamingo? Bird? I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's over, Wilbur. Wow. Wilbur has let us down for the final time. We did not go to an island that had anybody we needed on it. So instead, we're gonna go to Harv's Island. We're gonna bug Red and them. And, then I guess we're gonna make plans to have Marlowe be our new Italian restaurant. We'll need some chairs that work for the outdoors. I'm not sure what kind yet. Oops. Not the button I wanted. Actually, I'm good. I forgot that there's not an extra line about the Nook Miles ticket, so not as much mashing of buttons. But, yeah. So now we're gonna go visit Harv's Island. We're gonna do some stuff over there. And then we're gonna gather some stuff for our potential new Italian restaurant. We are gonna need some party lights. We are gonna need some other stuff like that. I don't know if we can actually just order the party lights. I don't think that's a thing we can just order. But it would be nice, so. Alright, Kix, what do you got? Kung Fu shoes, traditional flower shoes, shiny bow platform shoes, kitty socks. Got some cute stuff, but nothing that we really want. We've got this painting, which... I don't remember if the green's on the right or the green's on the left. I don't recall. We could just buy it and hope for the best. I don't know. And then her, I think we have. Yeah, it's the same price. We got it. I mean, she looks real. But I think we already have her. I'm gonna look up the fake. Which one's fake? She is smiling. Is she? I don't think she was. I think that said right hat. Okay. So I'm almost certain. Yeah, okay. So the white one is fake for sure. And I'm pretty sure that we already have the Mona Lisa. So neither of those appeal to us. The white one is fake, which is a shame, but it's true. Because he's supposed to be green on that one. Oh yeah, the Storm Shell. And we have the informative statue that we need to turn in. Yes. So I'm gonna customize these and we're gonna go add them to our, let's see. We're gonna do Japanese foods and we're gonna do the imported products. Right. Yep. Yes, I am. So I'm going to show you all the arcade before we wrap it up. But I needed to get these worked on so that I could actually do that before we do that. Very nice. Thanks, Cyrus. Sir, what can I do for you? Did you tune in last night and see Raven? I've cosplayed it before on stream, but still. Ready to go home. We're gonna go see the arcade, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Wow. We're 2 hours in, and we did not find any of the villagers we wanted. We spent the last 2 hours riding on planes. It was very sad. Hello, Moraine. Oh, I guess we already technically talked to her today. No. There's nobody visiting from Off Island. What are you talking about? What is she talking about? She's losing her mind a little bit. Anyway, so we made an arcade. Hello, Marcel. No, I will not. Anyway, let me put out our store shelves. Snacks, snacks, snacks. We got all these snacks you can buy. I need another drink thingy. And then some, like, benches or tables or something. But yeah, we made this little arcade area, which is just a series of games. You've been out of the States for a week. That's exciting. I've been okay. Our stream so far today didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but that's okay. We still had fun, I hope. And yeah, I have been exhausted because I have been working my tail off. So we actually had to skip Thursday. And of course I've been working just extra overtime all week. So we did get to stream on Tuesday. We did not get to stream on Thursday. We streamed last night, playing a new game of Pokemon Scarlet. Just brand new. We enrolled in Pokemon School. So we're going to continue that next Saturday. And of course Tuesday we're going to pick back up with Wildflowers. Thursday we're going to pick back up with Disney Dreamlight Valley, which has been a lot of fun. The update has been interesting. I'm glad I have Mirabelle. But we didn't get to play it this week, so I'm kind of missing my people. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, you got hit with an ad. Oh no. I was just saying that we started off a new playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet. So that was an interesting night last night. We started Scarlet while dressed as a purple character. I think it works. I guess she's not really purple, but I guess Raven herself is not purple. She's kind of that weird gray color. But black and purple are her aesthetic, so. Ooh, a faux shearling coat. Don't mind if I do. It's actually kind of ugly. A full-length maid gown. How classical. A Roomba costume. Interesting. Interesting. Put on this and our little maid dress. Look at this outfit. Classic. Do shearling boots. The shearling coat. And not this headband. Oh, I forgot we had pants on. I was like, why didn't it change colors? Because it wasn't supposed to. Actually, kind of cute. Not gonna lie. I don't know about the beige hat, but... I don't hate that. I think I need like a white hat, but I don't hate it. That's not bad, actually. I like the cute little frill underneath that we've caused. I like this knit cap better than the one we're wearing. Try this. Wow. She said it was a great look on us. Congrats us. We're very stylish. But yeah. Good job, Derek. You managed to tune in as I was about to wrap it all up. Because we were unsuccessful in our villager hunt. We've run out of Nook Miles tickets. So we may just have to take whoever comes along. So our possible next action is going to be to try to start working on the Mobster Hamster's house, who I don't like, and making him an Italian restaurant. Unless they move in somebody new that we actually wanted, which I doubt. So our goal for next week, I guess, will be to pick the perfect spot for his house and work on the outside of the restaurant. Again, I think the inside of his house is going to be like a super clean, like overly clean kitchen. Like you can't believe anybody's ever cooked in this kitchen. Really lean into that restaurant as a front for the mob kind of appeal. So we'll see. But yeah, so our hunt was unsuccessful. Kind of bummed about that. But we will be back with this game, of course, next Sunday. Tuesday we'll be playing Wildflowers. Thursday we'll be playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. And Saturday we're going to be back with our new run of Pokemon Scarlet. We haven't decided if we're doing a full living dex where we have one of each Pokemon, or if we're just completing the Pokedex. So one of those two is going to be our goal. I'm not sure how intense we want to get with it, or if we just want to go with just the basics of just having all the Pokemon in Pokedex, which is probably more likely. We got to a point where we were about to set off on our grand adventure. The tutorial took us over 3 hours, because technically that whole first area is a tutorial. Until you get set free into the world and you get to decide which of the things you want to start with and what you're going to pursue, that's all a tutorial. So if you've never played, yeah, it can take you quite a bit of time. So just be prepared for that. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of this, despite our unfortunate failures today. And if I get a wild hair, I might get back on later. I might try the villager hunt one more time. It will technically be the third time we've done the third hunt, so maybe that'll give us some extra luck. But yeah, so I hope that everybody has a restful, wonderful, wait, how did a restful, wonderful, relaxing rest of your day, because that ran off the tongue really easy. I'm not sure where all those R's came from. It just happened. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I hope you stay hydrated. I hope you get yummy snacks in your tummy if you need it. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Again, I'll be back Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, all around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with a myriad of games. And I'll be back next Sunday morning for more Animal Crossing. It will no longer be the 22nd of February, which I kept saying was Tuesday. Turns out it was actually a Wednesday. So I've got my dates all mixed up, and that's okay. But yeah, so I'll see y'all soon, and hopefully we have better luck the next time we try a villager hunt. Wish us luck. Bye!